What's going on? Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Hot Joe and the Ranko Show, episode 21. It is March 17th. It is raining outside, and coronavirus is still obviously the topic of the day and probably will be for quite some time. So, let's have a little coffee and having it out of my Honor Thy Music mug with Country Music Hall of Fame. That's good. So, I think now for me, one of the biggest things obviously is the empty grocery stores. That's really starting to bother me because we gotta shop responsibly, okay? I generally keep a good supply of food and first aid stuff and paper towels, toilet paper. I mean, all the basic necessities. I usually try to not keep a stockpile of it, but I keep a good supply so that I just don't have to go shop a lot. But we've been noticing, obviously, that there are lines around the Costco's. Like at my local Costco down the road, there were people that, to get in the building, they were lined up around the tire center, which is, crap, it's a quarter mile, from the front door to the backside of the building, it seems like. So, and then a bunch of people were stocking their car, and I saw this all in pictures. I have not been to the store since all this started. But, we're talking about social distancing and all this stuff, and they're banning concerts and honky tonks downtown and all that stuff. But then people will go in the thousands to Costco and all huddle up together in line, right next to each other so that they can get their food. So you're completely defeating the entire purpose of what they're asking you to do. So if you're going to go shopping and you need stuff for your kids or your family, get only what you need. Don't go in there and hoard up 20 loaves of bread. So one of my friends on Facebook, a longtime friend, he had posted on Facebook that he was in the store and there was like 4 loaves of bread on the shelf. So he picked up one, and the lady behind him picked up the rest of them. Now, I'm sure some of you are going to say, well, man, she may have a lot of kids and a family to feed. Well, yeah, that's right. But she should take one, because there's going to be people that come behind her that also have families to feed. Okay. So you have to kind of self-ration and say, well, you know what? We're just going to have a little less food. And let's be honest, in America, we could all probably use a little less food. But, again, with the toilet paper and all that, just, I don't understand it. A lot of stores here are still out of toilet paper. The shelves are empty. It's ridiculous. I was talking to another good friend of mine, Brett, and he said he went into his Kroger and like the shelves were just bare, and then they've restocked and they're kind of trying to recover. So you got to let the supply chains recover, people. Just shop as you need it, just like normal, right? But all the panic buying, that's causing, just all kinds of stuff. So, all right. So also with all these businesses that are being forced to close by mayors of and governors and stuff like that, my business is probably going to be wiped out for a while because nobody's going to want me coming into their house, working in their house. So, right? I can't do my job from home. I can't, let me get on my computer and hang that tile for you or fix that, whatever. Can't really do that. So it's going to affect a lot of people. I get this thing is making people sick, but the flu's making people sick, and I worry about, my mom getting the flu just as much as I worry about her getting the coronavirus. So it's a complex thing. I don't think we can, poo-poo the whole thing, but at the same time, I think there is definitely a level of scare tactics and overemphasis. Let's just put it this way. A perfect example is right here. I'm reading an article on Facebook that my buddy Jim posted, and it says New Orleans mayor issues coronavirus order allowing ban on gun sales. What the hell does that have to do with the coronavirus? You're just taking advantage of a situation. You're like, oh, well, in the meantime, we're going to ban gun sales because it gets spread a lot when you shoot the bullet out and then it kills somebody. That virus just goes right off when that. I mean, it's just, what? So a lot of people are turning this into a political ball game, and we need to stop that. We need to stop that. It's really dumb. So I've been just kind of checking Facebook and looking at stuff, and I was trying to find, let me find, there was a good one I saw earlier today. Let me see if I can check it out from my good friend. Fran had posted. Let me see if I can find it. I may or may not be able to find it. Oh, man. Yeah. Here we go. It seems this was a meme my friend Fran had put on here, and I thought it was pretty good. I read it this morning. So it says, it seems a little ridiculous to me that people are so afraid that their children are going to miss a whole month of learning. How about using this month to teach them how to cook, check the oil in the car, do laundry, treat others with respect, sew on a button, deep clean, balance a checkbook, etc. Not all learning is done in the classroom. I love that. I think that's fantastic. It is kind of weird to me that, all these parents are freaking out. If your business is shut down and you're having to work from home anyway, don't you want to hang out with your kids and teach them stuff? It sounds like they're like, I don't want to do this parenting. It sounds terrible. Anyway, and in Kentucky, there's, I guess the Kentucky governor or mayor or something. I can probably find it on here. I saw it on the news, but they've posted sheriff's deputies outside this guy's house who tested positive for coronavirus because they're keeping deputies to keep him in his house. That's a little scary. Anyway, here's a funny meme. Margaret, shut up and eat your toilet paper. Oh, man, I don't know. This is kind of an unknown thing, right? We don't, there's a lot of cases that we're having. There's cases of people who've already been through this thing and they're already cured. So I think if you're healthy, try to stay healthy. Let's talk about immune systems a little bit because that's the best way to stay healthy. So I'm going to try to give the positive spin of the news. I'm so sick of this death and destruction crap that a lot of the media are doing. Let's try to get some positive in here. All right. So this is some healthy ways to boost your immune system. And this is from Harvard Medical School. All right. So don't smoke. If you smoke, don't smoke. I don't know. Does that include pipe smoking? I'm not inhaling. So eat a diet high in fruits and veggies. Exercise regularly. I think that's a super important one. If you drink alcohol, drink only in moderation, kids. That's right. You understand? Get adequate sleep. I think this is a huge one. Take steps to avoid infections, such as washing your hands frequently and cooking meats thoroughly. And this one I think is super important too. Try to minimize your stress. I think stress is one of those things that can really knock your immune system down. If you're stressing over stuff and you're freaking out, which people are doing during this thing, if they're stressing out, I think that's just a huge thing that can knock your immune system down. So, and you can take supplements and stuff, and I showed some supplements on a couple of shows ago. But anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think this thing's being overblown? Do you think it's being covered correctly? I just think we could get a lot more news without all the sensationalism, personally. Just because you have cool graphics of deadly viruses doesn't mean you have to throw them on the screen all the time. There's a lot of people that disagree with me on that, and they're like, well, no, they're not overreacting. And I don't know. It's just, I think it's weird that with H1N1, it just wasn't a thing. Like, it killed a bunch of people and a bunch of people got infected, but it was like, you barely heard about it. And supposedly there's a drug that was for the Ebola virus that now they're testing that's having some effect. So that would be great if that's, if that's happening. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you have any good stories about people shopping and all that. And what do you think about the shopping thing? What do you think about people that are panicking and doing all this panic shopping? All right, guys. Well, try to stay well. Self-distance if you can or whatever. I got to go to work personally. I can't self-distance today, but I love you. We'll see you on Thursday. And as my pops used to say, you can't soar with eagles if you hang out with turkeys. Y'all have a great day.